Greetings, my friends, fellow humans, fellow starseeds. And by starseeds, I mean people that have incarnated upon this planet or are immersion into this planet, who have an origin, a recent origin, I would say, of being on a different star system. And you might say, well, we have no proof that there are any creatures on any other planet but our own. And I'd say that's pretty myopic of you. And that's coming from somebody that's legally blind. No, my friends. The Kepler satellite microscope or telescope launched up into space, or the firmament for those of you that are still stuck in 1D. And I said it. I'm not a flat earther. I know it isn't flat because I've I know it. I feel it in my heart. And Mother Earth has told me so. She's a Taurus, really. So Archangel Metatron Self-Mastery card, today being the 26th of March, 2020. Funny thing about dates, I found that there is a date which they will not allow on Facebook. You got it in the title. You're not gonna be able to post it. Yeah, very disturbing to me. Very disturbing. We all know how I feel about. Well, you all should know how I feel about censorship. Yeah, don't like it. No likey. Feel no likey that. So Archangel Metatron Self-Mastery Oracle. So that 26 added 9, that gives us 35. And 35 in this book is Kundalini. Kundalini, tapping into your untapped energies. Yeah, so as they say, think about the untapped universal energies that are available to you. Kundalini is that raising of the two snakes, the coil around your spine, coming up into your third eye or your crown, and you're going to get this moment, a big rush of energy. Not the only way that you can do that. You can do it the other way, as I have, which is to go to the heart. Well, actually, I do believe it is. First, you go down to the heart, which is the biggest electromagnetic generator that you've got. Far surpasses the energy of your head alone. So connecting your brain to your heart brain gives you a whole lot more power, and then you can go up and connect to your Earth star, Mother Earth. And you can also do that by going down from your heart into your solar plex, your causal, your root, and down to Mother Earth's heart at the core of this earth, where the two forces meet. Her heart, just like our heart, two-chambered, it circulates. It's a Taurus. Let's just we'll call it that for simplicity here in terms. So channeling that energy up and down, and you have a column of light. You don't start at the Earth star. You can go to the next sacred geometry out there is the octahedron, which is the sun, Solus. And then the next is the dodecahedron, which connects you to the galaxy, at least in my cosmology. And then we go to the icosahedron, which connects you to the whole universe. And then you really have untapped, unlimited power coming down through your crown into the core of Mother Earth and circulating back and forth. And you can send it out with your hands. And I'll do a Reiki share now that I've got my hands up here. You can start doing that. And yeah, so these Sanskrit symbols that I'm drawing here were first found or relearned by Dr. or Sensei Yusei in Japan. Who apparently was teaching church school or was teaching a Bible class, and the students asked him, well, how did Yeshua do these healings? And being a master, he couldn't, just make something up. He had to go research it. So he went to researching Sanskrit and went back to see if he could find these healing ways. And apparently, these things have been hidden purposely because let's just call them the dark ones, didn't really want us to know that we could heal ourselves or anything like that, because they want to drive us into this, it's outside of you, it's not within you. So yeah, I kind of really gotten off the rails there, but I mean, it is part of that energy flow that we have, that untapped energy that we have available to us. So let us go to the Schumann resonance now, and we'll talk about another. Oops, what the heck? Something is not right. Why am I having? Oh, we'll see if this works. Something is amiss. I'm sorry, folks. Houston, we are having a problem. Open system preference. Okay. We've got a problem here. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, that's not working. Let's see what's going on here. Why am I? Hold on. No, that was all right there. Oh, now you're in my way. This is just getting weirder and weirder and weirder. Sorry, folks. We thought we had this all situated, and for some reason, okay. I hope you can hear me. Pretty sure you can. Well, let's see if we can do this again. I don't know what was wrong with this thing here, but it is really, oh no, it is. It's still doing it. Desktop 1. Desktop, Google Chrome, unknown. Huh. Wow, I cannot believe how this is working here. I'm getting a big unknown. What is going on here? Nope. It's allow Zoom, yes. Open systems. This is not where I want to be. I don't think. I'm not sure why I'm having a allow. That's low to record the contents of your. Okay, so where do I allow that? I'm not sure why the. Okay, soon. See if that makes it. We're not too sure why we're having an issue here, but we are. And so, okay, we're going to play in a different way here. Shut that down. And come over here. This over here. All right, folks, we're not going to mess around with this too much. I'll just kind of go from memory and we'll do something different here. So this Reiki distant, actually, I did set up the Reiki distant, and so it's going to be sending it to the, of course, the Reiki Oregon pyramids grid that I've started out there. Need to work on it some more. I know a lot of things I need to do. But I mean, I was wanting to talk about the Shun because we had a really large spike in the amplitude pretty early on in the beginning of the day. And as I remembered, the first card or the first number was the power of 22, and the power of 22 is reduces to the power of 22 is a master number, and it's in the way I understand it, it's the master number for the master builder, and it's also 4, which is the emperor, and the emperor is a master builder of what? His empire, right? So he often builds edifices, art galleries, museums, train stations, whatever they build, right? They build something to honor their ego right there, right? So this guy's big on his ego. Let's hear it for the emperor. Janine always thinks of this guy as Mr. Trump in the White Hats. The next number on that was was 58, and 58 gives us the number 13, and 13 is the death card. So this is a big transition. This is a sudden change. And yeah, we've got to honor the dead, right? Recently, and speaking of the Reiki Share, I'm also sending healing to Gregg, who ended the spirit chat yesterday with a something with his neck. Funny enough, my love Yara Teschaneiller also is having problems with her atlas. So I send healing to both of them and to anyone else that is having that particular problem. Let us focus on our necks being aligned in this column of light and this Kundalini energy that comes from our root all the way up to our crown. And if we're so inclined, we can pull up the energy down from on high, from source, and through Temperance, which is the next number, the 59, the high of spike of the day, of the power of the amplitude. The amplitude is rated into the power in the Schumann resonance. And Temperance is the card that comes to mind. 5 plus 9 makes 14, and that's Temperance. And what is she doing? She's pouring liquid from one cup to another. She's got 1 foot in on the water and 1 foot on the land. So she's balanced, right? And she's balanced. I don't know how she's managed to pour that cup like that. But anyway, that's the way they do it. Okay, so that's the 59. So that's the big thing. We have to be tempered and balanced in this. We've got the white hats dealing death to Temperance. I don't know. I don't think so. No, they are signaling the changing of the guard, I would say. Yeah, we can hope. So the next number that comes up in the amplitude is the 45. And 45 adds up to 9, and 9 is the Hermit. And this lonely old man is up on this top of the hill, shining the light for the people who below. They're trying to make it to the top of the mountain to ask him questions, I guess, because he's got all this inner wisdom. And then the last amplitude power we have was a 26. That happened at 6:30 a.m. Prompts Ruski. And yeah, so strength. Strength is what we've got to have to get us through this all. And that's for darn sure. I mean, it's been a long haul, folks. On all that. And so there's the amplitude numbers for you. 22, 58, 59, 45, and 26. So let's go up in here. I'll take a look at the quality and some of these other numbers and see the frequency. Okay, so we looks like we've got a power of 10.5. So that's 15. That's that pesky devil. I didn't get the devil card out, so no visuals for you on that one. I'm sorry. And yeah, so that's 15, the devil. Devil in the details. The devil wears Prada. Oh, and I thought another one on the death. Death becomes you. That's an old movie. Yeah, I don't know what to say about the devil other than that's what we want a death to, right? We want a death to the devil. We don't need to be bedeviled anymore. Of course, we have to go within to do that. Put an end to the negative aspects, right? It's okay to be naughty every once in a while. I mean, naughty in the sense that the Christian church tries to say that the sacred act of union is naughty if it isn't being done for procreation, right? So that's the hard line of the control masters trying to, you know, stop what they call the useless feeders from procreating. They don't want them doing that a whole lot. All righty, so let's see. In order to get to the frequency, I'm gonna have to do a little side shuffle here. Okay, so it looks like the frequency, we're looking at a 7.75 hertz for the high. 7.75. So yeah, we're a little bit below the 7.83, right? Right, even with the high there. And the low is 7.28 hertz. So we put those together, we got 15. 50, so 1503 is the combined number, and divide that by 2, we get 7.51. 751, which gives us 13, which is the death card again. So I guess death does become us in the end. In the end, we all die to the illusion of life, I guess, is one way you could look at that. Not necessarily the best way to look at it, but you know, that's one way you could look at it. So yeah, that's the major arcana for today in our energies. I sort of feel wait a minute, is this a Saturday? No, am I all off on everything? It is a Saturday. Saturday, we have to go to the Starseed Oracle. We're in with Starseed Oracle card here and see what they have to say about all that's going on today. Trying to think, listening to the Black Conservative, and what was he talking about? I don't know. I mean, he gets off on rants there that he's almost too mainstream for me, really. But I got to listen to a couple of these guys just because, make sure that I'm not totally off in La La Land, right? Little practical Virgo there. You got to make sure that it's somewhat based in the reality that you all are in, or else I can't relate. Basically, that's the way that works. Yeah, I must not assume that just because I'm at a certain state that you all are at the same state as I am. Though you are another me, Kalima Akamesh or something like that. Sorry, Greg, I just butchered it, I know. But anyway, yeah, I am another you. You are another me. And we will see how this all turns out pretty quick. If I can. Is this the card for the reading? I'm just because it's not wanting to go in. We'll see if that's. Is this the card for this that's supposed to be coming out? And it says yes. So that's yeah. Sometimes it's just because the card won't go back into the deck, and I don't know whether it's a stiff deck. That's what it is. I haven't used these cards a whole lot, even though I use them almost every week. So the Starseed card of the day is water your garden. How are you nurturing yourself? Really, is what I kind of hear there. Nourishment, care, tenderness, rest. Right. So, how are you tending to your self-care, your self-love, your compassion for the human condition, if you will? So yeah, how are you watering your garden? Have you even started a garden yet? I mean, I haven't seen any frost out there in a while, so it might be time. Here we are, the 26th of March. Though at this latitude, I mean, it's a little early to be planting. Well, I guess I could plant it and hope that in the 2 weeks that it takes for it to pop up out of the ground, that we no longer have any cold nights. Or I could put them down in the greenhouse. I suppose I could do that too. But yeah, I need to get some seeds, get them planted. Though actually, I don't know when I think about it. Oh, and I do want to say, I've been thinking about hiring a lawyer to help me with the passport papers. I lost my passport, so I have to apply for a new one. But I've got this neat little ID card that you get with your passport, and so I'm hopeful that card can tie back into my records, and so I won't have to redo all of that, because that was hard stuff to get together. My mother was kind of young when she had me, and though she was a USA citizen, she had me up in Edmonton, Alberta, and my father was a Canadian. So when we came down, though, they didn't bother to just declare me as an American citizen. He left that up to me because I had a choice. Well, I didn't really choose until actually a couple of years, or 10 years ago, and went with the U.S. citizenship. So and it was hard because my mother passed when I was 21. So, but anyway, I was looking for a lawyer, and I found I don't know whether you can see that, the one I kind of highlighted there, but it's the law office of Christopher. And I thought, well, that's just I mean, that's got to be my lawyer, right? The law office for the Christophers. Christopher. So yeah, I think I found a lawyer. Hopefully he can help me there. And so I'm looking forward to get my passport, and then I can start planning my trip to the south of France so I can meet and be with my soulmate, Yara Teschaneiller, and we can live happily ever after and do good works in the process. Because she is both a healer and a channel too. Has a connection to her higher self. We'll put it that way. Because that's what she tends to channel. Whereas I'm a bit more eclectic and with channel the angels, certain gods and goddesses, and source, if it deems to, pass me a download or anything like that, or says, I want to speak, and who am I to say, oh no, big guy, or big kahuna, whoever you are, whatever you are, oh, unlimited one, I will not do that for you. Yeah, I'm not one that's going to be going, I ain't going to do it. No, I jump for the chance. I'll admit I'm a little a little bit foolish in that. I take that leap of faith. I will do that. I will surrender to the fates. I will. And I will make this a better world. I will. By my will, I will. There we go. Oh, and I would say we're in the fourth quarter of the moon. So this is a good time. Anytime from the full moon to the new moon is a good time to release anything that's holding us back. This could be an illness in the form of blindness or having an inability to having the neck not be a restriction where it should be open and resonating. And yeah, it's time to sing your truth, sing about the love you have for yourself and the Mother Earth. Let her know, that you're glad to be here and fighting the good fight. And oh yeah, back to the date things. So yeah, I can say any date, but it better be the date that I'm on. So I guess I'll have to wait till January before I can talk about that one thing that I talked about on Rumble. So yeah, I've got a new Rumble account. It's called Phil Christopher, and I think all one word. And I put a link to it, but I'm not too sure I could get away with that either on this platform because I'm trying to put this on YouTube. It's time to have a YouTube and a healing one at that. And I do send out healing to anybody that needs it. It doesn't, like I said, the throat and the neck, because that's, I know 2 people that really need that kind of help right now. And so, yeah, I'm happy to be able to share this universal energy with these folks because that's what I'm here to do. If you want me, so my undivided attention, you can send me an email at philchris58@gmail.com. I'm going to change that here pretty quickly if I can figure out how to get 2 Gmail accounts, and it'll be something else, but I'll let you know when that's when I get that done. So let's see, is there any other public service announcements that I should make, or PSAs? Let's see. Well, yes. Here's a PSA. Drink plenty of clean spring water, free of fluorides and chlorines, and eat good food. Yeah, there's another one. And do those 2 things, you should live a healthy life. Well, exercise would be another thing they should do. I'm going to take a walk down the hill to get my recycle barrel and get my mail and back up, and that's a 9/10 of a mile. That should be good exercise for me today. I think, and I say, all righty, so there we go. We've done the energy report. We've talked about the watering your garden, nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself. Really, it's what water your garden is talking about. Really, it's just taking some time to get out into nature and tend to the seeds that you've planted, hopefully, whatever that may be, metaphorically speaking, right? Alrighty, so there we go. I think that's complete. Still haven't figured out what I'm going to call this. This is so hard, folks. And you can't really just name things as they are because, I don't know. Yeah. Don't want to get into a rant. That's for Rumble or BitChute.